All right. So, weekend number 2, Sunday, wild cards once again. And, you know, trying to figure out, like, these actually been some matchups that I'm like, I don't think it's a consensus, who's going to win than you think. Like I was like, I don't think there's no runaway type of thing, the type of team. I feel like it's all feelings, but I feel like you're really playing it close. Like, okay, so the first one, Steelers and Bills. One hand, the Bills beat my Dolphins, and they've been sort of on a roll here of late. Defense plus play better, but really the offense for the Bills has played better. Guys, they Cook more involved, decrease more of Allen until it's time for Allen to do Allen things. He's amazing. 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 We will workshop that. Take that out. Maybe not. But then we got the Steelers, who also did the same thing as the Bills with their offense and decided to course correct where they both, I was like, where they fired their offensive coordinator the same way. Except for this one, seems like if we probably were going to be true about it, that they switched quarterbacks, and that might have been a big problem, and that's because Pickens ain't it, and Trubisky just stinks. So they went with Mason Rudolph, who's been on the team for like 18 years. He's basically the Charlie Batch of the team, now that I think about it. But anyway, getting beside the point, gave him some new life, gave him something to, motivation. And I was like, so the Steelers sort of been around how they get into the playoffs. I was like, Mike Tomlin versus Sean McDermott. And also, what made this hard about the Steelers is that TJ Watt is hurt. Unless some God-forsaken miracle, and by that I mean the Watts always seem to somehow get hurt and show up and still play through whatever hurt they got. So, I don't think he's going to play. But if he does, I was like, we'll see how effective it is. Either way, I know everybody picking the Bills. And the thing is Allen could be super crazy and great. But with this Steeler team, I think they're the wrong team to give turnovers to, because I think they capitalize a little bit better. Or at least make it aware if they get it, you ain't also going to be able to get it right back. That kind of thing. And they're really sort of the same team in the sense of like they both want to play pretty physical defense. They both use their backs quite a bit. And they both got enough dynamic receivers. Bills sort of got their tight ends a little bit more than, but I was like, the Steelers got back fair move about, a few weeks ago. And, and it's like, but the Bills got back Knox. So, But they both got talented people on the edges. So that's where it comes down to quarterback play. Rudolph versus Allen. Now, Rudolph not going to be a scrambler. He's not going to make plays like that. But I was like, while they got the safeties, I was like, their corners aren't really there. I was like, yes. I was like, I know he was hurt in the last game. But I can't think of his name. It's escaping me. But still, they don't really have the coverage people. And even at linebacker, not the coverage people. They do have the pass rushers. So there's that. Now, on the other end, even though they ain't got TJ Watt, they do still got like Highsmith and a few others that it's like they still got their defense. So, and I'm picking the upset here. I think the Steelers is going to get the Bills. I think that when Allen causes a turnover, they'll be able to capitalize in a way that's needed. And I think their approach is what's going to also work of like where it's going to pretty much, yes, Rudolph is going to throw when he has to throw and make them throw. But we got two running backs that we're just going to keep coming at you with. And we're going to keep you on the sidelines and let you try to make those spectacular plays that, yes, out of 7 of them, 3 of them going to be bad. Depending on how bad they are at what time. So I'm going to go with the Steelers for that one. Now we got the Cowboys and the Packers. Another game that I don't think is going to be as easy as it sounds. But if there was a game on this listing, I think this is the game where it could. This is one of the few games that if it was, it could either be a blowout where it's just like, oh, okay, Packers in this. It's 14-14. Then you look up and it's 48-14. Something like that. But don't let these Packers stick around. Because I was like, their offense is potent enough to stay with the Cowboys. Now, I think the Cowboys defense is way better than the Packers defense. And that's where it's up to Dak to basically just shred them up. I think the Cowboys get this. I was this close to being like an upset. But I just don't know if I trust the Packers defense to hold the Cowboys enough. Whereas I do think the Packers are going to score with Dallas in a way to make it a game. But I do think that they have enough defensive parts to get one of those risque throws that Love will do. Yes, he's been playing great down the stretch. He's been limiting his turnover. But I'm just like, that pass rush comes. You think you got the arm talent to throw it down the field. Throw it a bit short. And they got enough personnel that likes to catch the ball and intercept it. So I picked Cowboys here. And I think that they pull out the victory by at least maybe 10. Something like that. Now the night's game. And it should be a good one. Lions, Rams, Stafford versus Goff. And I think Goff gets the win here. I think this is going to be a fun matchup, up and down, a bit. Cause I was like the Lions really like to be more of, run the ball, play action pass. They're more of that type of team than the Rams. That are just like, nah, we got Stafford. We're gonna pass it around a whole lot. And that's why I was like, don't get me wrong. I was like, the Rams win, I wouldn't be shocked with this one. Like, unlike my other picks, I wouldn't be shocked with this one. But at the same time, I just feel like the Lions are just gonna be like, no, by any means we gonna come out. They're gonna be buying kneecaps in this game. They're gonna have to. They're gonna have to. I mean, if Goff can stay up, and that's why I think they're gonna try to run the ball a lot more. But if Goff can stay up and pass the ball, I think he had a better chance to succeed than Stafford, who basically is going to have to carry. I was like, yes, Rams defense been okay, but I was like, it's really that offense that's been clicking in a way that's been carrying the team. Puka and Coop and Williams. I was like, that's going to be how they basically get this, get this whole thing. They're going to have to outscore the Lions to such a fact that you just don't believe that the Lions can put up those type of points. And in some of these games, we sort of, we've seen that where it's like they haven't really been capable, like the first half of the season, points galore. Then after that, I feel like after they lost to the Ravens, after that, it just seems like, and except for that, I was like, they barely made out that Saints game. I was like, they technically should have won the Cowboy game, but you see they also didn't score a lot either. Like, they haven't really been able to put up points. But their play style of not being able to put that many points up could be also what helps them against the Rams. Like, yes, the Rams can score points, so you would think that would be a deterrent. But if they play that way of like, no, we're going to have a grinded out game and all this other stuff, it could work. But I think the Lions win here. I think Stafford helps them get their first Lions victory. Also, I think Stafford's overrated and all that other stuff. And everybody was opinion like, oh, the Lions, but whatever. That ain't my take. I mean, don't get me wrong. It was some of the Lions, but I was like, he had a few good seasons there, and guess what? He can shoot with him compared to other people that had sorry situations. But that's another topic for another day. Anyway, That's week. I was like, that's number 2. Verta 2. Yeah, Verta 2. Yep, exactly. Yeah, that's how my analysis goes. That's how I'm gonna go. I don't got nothing more for you. Hopefully these games hold up and none of them are sorry or done early. But you get my drift. Anyway, see you for the next one. I'm out.